Hi guys, happy Saturday. So, did you guys get like crazy rain and crazy storms last night? And yeah, it was crazy last night. Power went out, everything went out, it sucked. But I was asleep, so I don't care. Alright, so we're gonna go on to weather magic. It's within the nature magic, so we got to differentiate between nature magic and elemental magic, which we pretty much already did. So, I can't breathe, it's too hot. Anyways, yeah, and this is really cool. There's a lot of traditional spells in here that you guys might like. So, the weather, so there are numerous traditional ways or spells for changing the weather. But here he says, I will look at a couple of ways of getting in touch with the energy behind the weather in an attempt to use it in magical practice. So I like the energy behind the weather. I like this. So this is something that we can utilize, obviously, today, all weekend, and actually all week, all the way up until next Friday. It's all the rain we're getting. Alright, so one way is to experience the energy that forms, shapes, and changes clouds. So on a day that has a lot of fluffy clouds on the sky, but it's not too windy or raining, we got a week of that. We got a week to wait. Take a trip to a safe place outdoors. Sit or lie down and choose a group of clouds that are fairly stationary. Attempt to actually feel them with your mind. So the shape, the density, energy of them. Now reach out with your hands if you like and attempt to touch them. Now when you have examined them for a while, try breaking them apart with your mind. Focus on a particular largish cloud or patch and attempt to push it apart. I'm like, what did I write there? So yeah, literally you're just doing it with your mind, or if you want to use your hands, I think you should still keep your eyes closed, but you can open them, I would think. I mean, I don't think anything wrong with that. And literally push them apart. We used to try this a lot. We actually conjured fog when I was probably about 16. It was pretty intense. It was crazy. It was weird. We literally conjured fog in the park. Me and a couple other people, and it was really weird. Alright, now focus on a particular... Oh yeah, we already went through that. Alright, so when you're focusing on that and you're trying to push it apart, and you're going to ask yourself, like, what do you feel? What does it feel like? Can you feel movement, any resistance, taste, or hear anything? Use these feelings to increase the pressure where it is needed, and you will find that with practice. You will be able to affect the clouds in surprising ways. I think that's pretty interesting because I do feel that the universe is all mental. It's mental. All around us is mental. So when we do focus on the clouds and then we push them apart with our mind, and we have enough faith and we have enough focused will and attention to those clouds, they can actually break apart. So, alright, you'll be able to affect clouds in surprising ways. That'd be really neat to actually start to make, like, if somebody wanted to send somebody else a message, like an I love you or something, a nice something, or like for Veterans Day or whatever, to thank the veterans or to thank, frontline workers, a giant thank you. That would be amazing in clouds. But I think that'd be a lot of mental, and you'd probably have a migraine, and you'd probably be in the ER with a migraine. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's even actually possible. I think it's possible. It's cool. Now, so of course this should be done regardless of consequences. Should not be done regardless of consequences. There's always consequences for everything. It is okay to bring rain if it is needed, but if it were unreasonably wet, or unseasonably wet, then it would be wrong to bring more. So another way to work with the weather is to use its energy in casting your spells, and this is what I really like right here. On a day that it is particularly windy and stormy, today, all day, all week, wrap up well and go outside having your spellcasting items with you. I don't want to go outside, so never mind. Using your experience you gained from working with the clouds, feel the energy of the storm. Feel it building and take that energy within you, letting it enhance your own energy. You might like to begin with a chant or a charm, building it into the rhythm of the wind. Ooh. Do you know how beautiful that would be? Or the sway of the branches of the trees. Continue your chant as the storm builds, letting the energy increase. Then at either the height of the storm or when you can't hold the energy anymore, release it into the wind and let it go to do its work. That's pretty interesting. I love that. And now, a lot of self-control is actually needed with this technique, as it's very easy to lose focus of what you are doing and just ride the storm, so to speak. So yeah, it's very, very, you have so many distractions, literally your own thoughts, you have distractions outside of you, the trees, everything can become a distraction from this. So, alright, where did I go? I don't know where I went. Okay, so use the weather to help build your own powers, but do not lose sight of what you are trying to do. Of course, riding the storm is actually a magical technique employed by traditional crafters for specific purposes apart from spellcasting. So yeah, that is very true. It's a difficult skill to teach and to learn. So he says here, I shall not go further with it here. Suffice it to say that personal experimentation with this technique, if undertaken with care and seriousness, could literally take one far. So yeah, it's not something that you want to do all the time or every day just for fun. If you're outside and you're bored and you want to try to affect the weather and you can effectively affect the weather, don't do it. So finally in this section, something to try on a fine day for a change. We have a while. We have a week to wait for a fine day. Now, when it's nice and sunny, go outside, taking the appropriate spell items with you. Stand in the direct sunlight and do not look, at the sun because you'll damage your corneas, whatever they're called, your eyes. Now, close your eyes and experience the warmth and energy of the sun, feeling the golden light play with you, or play about you. See a golden aura begin to surround you, starting as a light yellow color, then building and deepening to a rich, dark honey color. Ooh, that sounds beautiful. It sounds like a fall sunset, which fills you with a growing warmth as it grows. Lift your hands to the sun if you wish, the better to call on the energy. When you can feel the golden light strongly all around you, begin to let it soak into you, a little at a time. Now you're going to get I can't talk. Continue this until you can feel yourself tingling with a glowing or golden warmth, or have taken as much as you can. Don't overdo it. You can get lightheaded with this. Now, when you have reached this point, you can do various things with the energy. Pick up your spell items and let the sun's energy flow into them via your hands, charging them with your intent by reciting a charm or similar. Now, you're going to take up a bowl of fresh, clear spring water and charge that, keeping it safe to empower future spells. So infuse a talisman or an amulet with the energy and use it for self-rejuvenation or healing. So the list is literally endless. Alright, so the mental focus, the attention, the will on the cloud, so that's perfect. Perfect. If we could, pull up an app, on our radar, and kind of keep us safe. I don't know, because nature's neither, good nor evil, not bad, not good. It's neutral. So it would be kind of cool to see if, a tornado was coming and we could actually, divert it. But what if it's gonna, what if we divert that tornado and it kills our neighbor? And so that's kind of, that's something to think about in the back of your mind. So it's just kind of, it's weird. It's really weird to work with weather magic, and it's fun, and and I do think I paid for it a long time ago. When we did conjure the rain or the fog, I was driving and it was really crazy foggy. You couldn't see in front of you, and I got T-boned. I had a bunch of people in my car, and I don't know how I survived. I shouldn't have survived that. That was my first accident. So I don't know if I don't know if I can draw a connection from that to the spell that we did and conjured the fog. One of the people that were with me conjuring fog was in the car with me, but then again, that person was in my way. That was my blind spot, literally. So that was pure accident, so that's nothing to consider. But yeah, it's kind of scary, right? Yeah. Alright, tomorrow we'll go on to birds and animals. And there's a lot of very neat traditional spells in there that we can do, and we can, you don't want to alter a traditional spell or anything. But, I mean, you can compose your own based off of traditional magic. Which is interesting. Very. Alright, who wanted to know about my stones and my crystals and what I use them for? Hold on, let me find them. Okay, these are the major ones that I do work with every day. First is my black onyx, or black obsidian, I'm sorry, black obsidian, and this absorbs the negative energy and it deflects negative energy, and it will transform negative energy into positivity. It'll help you communicate your emotions better, so that is what this is for, and it protects you, in kind of any kind of spell work or whatever from, I don't know, probably becoming too overcharged. So that's what I use this for. My amethyst, everybody has amethyst. Everybody has amethyst. And this was actually dug from the side of a, where did I dig this? This came from Colorado. And you can see the different layers of the rock. And then it turns right into the amethyst. So I use this in my readings. I like this because it's a sober stone. Amethyst means sober. So I really like this because it reminds me of my sobriety with alcohol and pills. So that's a really good one to use and to actually have with you all the time. So yeah, I mean, it connects you to different realms. It connects you to higher states of consciousness. It helps you in channeling. It helps you with tarot. It helps you with scrying. It helps you with the pendulum. It helps you with the Ouija. It helps you with any kind of communications. It's a really good offering, and they're very cheap. Amethyst is very cheap, so make sure you find the real amethyst, because a lot of it is literally microwaved, which, if you look that up, there's a term for that, I don't know. It's chemically altered to turn this color. So, and then you don't really want to put your amethyst in the sun because it will probably bleach the color out. That's what I've been told. But yeah, it's a really good stone. It's very just relaxing. It's a relaxing stone, and it puts you in kind of just a state of just calmness. And it kind of opens up the third eye a little bit, kind of helps with the chakras and all that, the crown chakra especially, the third eye chakra. Amethyst is a beautiful, beautiful stone. So yeah, I have a ton of this. I have powdered amethyst that I like to put in a lot of my candles that I do. Alright, so my next one is, my biggest one, is rose quartz. This one actually did come out of the side of a mountain too in Colorado. That's why it is so cracked and just it's not polished, it's raw. So you can see its color. It's pretty translucent. There, you can actually see it. There's the color. Oh, there you can see it a lot better. So rose quartz, it just basically, it's kind of a warm, it's very gentle, it's warm, and it kind of just opens up the heart chakra. It kind of heals all of the chakras, and it kind of balances it balances you out. It just helps you, with emotions, for stability, for friendship, for love. And yeah, you can just place this all around your house and, don't cleanse them. I mean, but if you buy them from the store and people are, fondling them and, touching them, yeah, run them through some cold water or some cold spring water. And, but yeah, don't cleanse your stones. Don't ever cleanse your stones. It's the biggest mistake everybody makes. So yeah, don't sage them, don't bless them, don't cleanse them, don't consecrate them at all, unless it is for a particular deity that you're giving this to, like as an offering. So, that is mine. I like this one. And it also brings in angelic powers and energy. So we have that. But I love this one. Very, very nice. It's also really good for your skin. I don't know how or why. I guess, if you... I don't know. It's just really good for the skin. The next one is Numite, and this actually has flecks of gold in it. So there's one. You can kind of see it, and this is like the Xanax of stones. If you hold this too long and you're too if you hold this for too long, it's kind of like there's more gold flecks. It's kind of like you get a little dizzy. It takes you into different dimensions because this thing is so old. I think it's like 2.1 million years old. This, I think, I'm not sure. It's older than shungite, so I don't remember specifically, but this is Numite, and I do love this stone. So it does help me with visions. It helps you with visions. It helps you to basically attune with, you know, the other side, other worlds, other dimensions. It helps you to astral travel. It helps you to open up the third eye as well. It helps with the psychic abilities, you know, and it also gets rid of negative energy. So I got mine in a kind of a wand shape. So I mean, it's really beautiful. I love this stone. But yeah, I like to work with this one. Very earthy, but it's very spacey too, and I'm getting spaced out by touching it. It just kind of makes you feel kind of like a little woozy, like you've had a little to drink. So yeah, that's a really good stone. I mean, it's a really good. I keep it on my necromancy altar, which is this one. Well, you can't really see it, but it's where this Ouija is right here. Yeah, this one. By the hand sanitizer. So yeah, I use that for that, and it kind of connects everything. Now this is Orgone. Everybody knows what Orgone is, but my friend actually got me this. Eric, my Mr. Mothman. So it has everything in it to actually help you to connect with different realms and open up psychic abilities even more. These are just, I mean, they're beautiful. I love shungite, or Orgone. So you can definitely see, you can see myself. There I am. Isn't that weird? That's so cool. But yeah, this helps me to attune. It brings, you know, it radiates energy. All pyramids actually have a clockwise spinning energy that goes out the top of them. So, and you can also put, you know, petitions underneath. Blank. There you go. So, those are my main stones I work with. And then, you know, shungite, you know, or, you know, jasper, not jasper, but green stones I can't touch because they make me sick. What other stones do I use? I use everything. I mean everything. If just not, you know, they're just laying around. So I mean, big quartz, I mean big time quartz crystal, that helps me with, you know, serpentine energy in the land. So that represents to me serpentine energy. And the good thing about the quartz crystals is that you can actually program them. So it's very easy for a spirit to get into a quartz crystal. So you do kind of want to cleanse them at times and then reprogram them, because you can do that. You can cleanse it and then you can reprogram it. If it's bought from a store, but don't do it if you find it naturally. Just, you know, pick it up and receive its offering, because it's a gift for you from whomever or whatever you're working with. You know, a gift from the land spirits, I would say. But yeah, it's really easy to trap a you know, a negative spirit inside of a piece of quartz. I have a ton of them trapped. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And then you can charge them to, you know, literally for any purpose you want. So it's kind of like the white candle of candle magic, but in the crystal kingdom. So those are my main ones I use. I hope that helps. I really hope that helps. I don't know specifically if that will help anybody. I'm trying to think of what other stones I actually use. Just my main thing is grounding and connecting to the spirit realms. That is my main focus, and positive energy and good energy and health, and, you know, that's what that does. And then I have, you know, another Orgone pyramid that I made, and specifically, yeah. So that's the one I made. It's smaller. I only have small molds, but it is very interesting and it's very fun to work with. So you have a layer of organic material, non-organic, and then organic material and non-organic, and then you have copper, and then you have the quartz crystal, and you have your conductor, which is kind of a coppery, not copper, but it's kind of like a stainless steel almost, like a Brillo pad, and then you put that in there too, and then it can't touch the other, you know, spirals, so it's got to be going in a certain way. The spirals, they have to be so much, you know, apart, centimeters apart, so it's really hard to, well, once you get it down, it's not hard, but it's really kind of difficult to think about to begin with, so, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, I hope that helped with anybody's question, whoever asked me that question today. So thank you. I love crystals. I do. But yeah. Alright, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, a great Saturday. Be safe. Hopefully it just, the storms stay away. And yeah, I love you guys with all my heart, and I will see you all tomorrow. All the way from Venus, all the way back down. No, I have not been working out. It's called lawn mowing. All the way back down to Earth, obviously. So, alright guys, I love you all very much, and everybody have a great day. Try to. And yeah, stay safe, please. I love you guys.